Here we are at the Strictly Medicinal Seeds home garden. It's the middle of July in the year 2021. I had a request for a garden tour, so I thought it might be fun to just go around the Garden of Diversity and name a few plants and give maybe one short piece of information about each one. That way the video wouldn't be too long and this camera wouldn't shut off in the middle of it. There's a Ephedra equisetina here. That's the blue stem ephedra. You can see it's in fruiting stage, and that is secondary source for Ma Wong. This here is something you'll see a lot of on the property. We've been preserving these this year. That's the wild carrot Daucus carota that has a lot to do with the female reproductive system. Over here we have shade house production of medicinal herbs. This is some Fong Feng, that's the Sapochnicovia divaricata, a pain relieving herb from the Chinese Materia Medica, and there are Rhodiola rosea growing. You can see how we set them in on the west side of the cement abutment here, and that provides a certain amount of shade through the day and then also allows some fairly intense temperatures that's similar to the alpine habitat. Here's a lot of recent propagation that we did, summer sown seeds of Echinacea purpurea. Those are nettles there, and this is elecampane. Down here in the shade is true comfrey. Tulsi, Arnica chamaesanus, empress tree, valeriana, alkanet oriental. Over here in the deeper shade, more herbs. There's California spikenard there. Here's a nice planting of the European black elderberry, Sambucus nigra. Black walnuts, persimmons, mixed forest medicinals. The dog, Annabeth. Here we have a nice planting of bitter melon, Mamortica charantia. Has male and female flowers on it, and we'll make these fruits look like this. There's two kinds. There's the more cucumber-like Chinese type, and then this one is the Ayurvedic varietal. Over here we're putting water on the tulasi. That's the Krishna Tulsi, the darker cultivars, so you can see the kinds of consistency that we have with our Tulsi cultivars. And then a rich bed behind there. Have to watch out for this water that it doesn't get us. Well, in that rich bed we have goticola growing, and then it's interplanted with figs. So the goticola likes that sun, moist, rich, fertile land. This would be the wormwood. It's good on a dry border. Very bitter. This would be the Asclepias, the showy milkweed, Asclepias speciosa. This, I'll give you a little smell of that. Sniff that. Perfumey. Hollyhock's also doing all right on the dry border, and of course more Queen Anne's lace, the Daucus carota. You can see the characteristic umbel right there. And here's the purple floret that's right in the middle of it. That's an identification feature. Bees like it. Over here you see wood betony lining the driveway. That's the woundwort, Stachys officinalis. I don't know if you can hear all those bees, but the bumblebees are really working it right now. Late evening. You're getting a lot of nectar there. Here, tomatoes. This is the Isis candy tomato, goddess of the moon. Moon-like orbs, very sweet. Here, purple shiso. Perilla frutescens. Very edible. Honestly, excellent in a stir fry. Puta madre peppers. They are tiny little things, purple when unripe and then turning a bright red when ripe. There's a hummingbird coming in against the klipdaga. Cordau, the Leonatus, Nepetifolia. Here's some kind of overgrown henbane, Hyoscyamus niger. You can see the developing seed capsules there. More hummers. A row of ashwagandha. This is the Vedic type. Let me see if I can show you how. There's the identification tag. That's always important. There we go. Show you how robust that root is that's down there. There's half a pound of fresh root in there for sure. These are yakan, polymnia. That is a very characteristic. Polymnia has a very characteristic leaf form that you can see there. Here we'll go out. This is hibiscus, the roselle. You can see this. It's going to be a good year on hibiscus. It's been very hot and dry, and it likes that. There's the calyx that's so tart and full of coloring agents, all very water soluble. And then here we're into the orange calendula production. There's a double row of it. Here, we're not really at the beginning of the row here. I'll show you off in the other direction. There we go. And that too demonstrates the purity of the strains that we're working with here. You know, we have to be really careful. We only have one kind of calendula growing on the property at a time. Here, mixed plantings. The temperate tulsi. We also have really nice planting of broadleaf plantain. One of your best treatments for skin and for pulling any kind of poisons. Over here against the sunflowers, I'm going to have to end this. That's the sweet leaf bergamot there. Big old Siberian motherwort, deeply indented leaf. It's very characteristic. And a big old Russian comfrey, the queen of the healing garden. Well, I don't know, there would be a lot to show you, certainly, and I wish that that I could do more. There's the Sweet Annie, Artemisia annua. Here's a nice flowering Wayne Kin. That's the Baikal skullcap. That plant is probably 10 years old. Jupiter's distaff off across the mixed garden of medicinal herbs. You see more and more rows of useful and kind of fun plants that we work with here. There's your blessed thistle. Press it to your heart, it's the best thing for a qualm. Oh, far be it from me to suffer from qualms. There's so much richness to the land. May it be enough. Hey, yeah, there's a shot across the way of our beans to keep us humble, and wishing you the very best on another fine day in Southern Oregon. Right, Annabeth? Good girl.